God, my face needs to be like patted down. What is up, Beauty Tribe? It's your girl Naja here, and I'm back with another video, and it is Friday night for me, so I have been out and about, and yeah, this is just my out and about swag. Today I'm gonna give you guys another story time. I know I told you guys I'm only gonna be doing one story time a week, but honestly I did not feel like doing a Florida man, so here we go. So today's story time is a story I have not told yet, but I have hinted about in like different live streams and stuff, so if it sounds familiar, that's probably why. But it is basically about the time where, just to be blank, point blank, blunt, period, somebody got robbed at a party and I knew who it was, and yeah, I'm just gonna get right into it. If you guys like my story times, please give this video a big thumbs up, or if you just like me, if you fuck with me, give this video a big thumbs up. It helps me a lot in this big ass world of YouTube. If you guys cannot tell, I'm in an awesome mood right now. I hope when you're watching this, you're in an awesome mood. And make sure your notification bell is on, as well as the subscribe button is on, because YouTube is infamous for unsubscribing people from channels because they let robots do their job. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm just gonna get right on into it. So the people in this story, I have done story times about them before, but I'm gonna give them brand new nicknames. If you can figure out who is who from the nicknames, then okay, good for you. You're an OG tribe member, you can connect those dots. But I'm really trying to stop like dragging shit on, if that makes any sense. I don't know, I feel like I just kind of like outgrew it, and I'm kind of just like over the whole thing. In this story, it's going to be my friend Tiffany. We're gonna call her Tiffany. My friend Tiffany and I were really cool. We have been cool since middle school, and Tiffany worked at a movie theater. She worked at, I think it was the Regal or AMC, I don't really remember, but it was her first job and she was really good at it, and like she would always get us, me and my other friends, into free movies. We would always get snacks, XYZ, and her manager were like super cool because her manager used to buy weed from her brother, so he was like super cool with us and everything. And her manager was throwing a party, and she asked me if I wanted to go to the party, and I was like, well, duh, I want to go to a party, like what? Because like this is back when like I first started like partying hard, but I had never went to a party with Tiffany before. It was always like kickbacks and stuff, because she's never been like the rah party, you know, turn up kind. She's more so like the, you know, we'll get a drink here, get a drink there. She's actually the same friend that I went to the party that got like shot up, if y'all know what story time that is. And you know, she just brought her little hookah and she was drinking her little cup and smoking her weed. Like, she's very laid back. And when I was at that age, I was more of like a, oh, let's do some drugs that we don't got no business doing type of friend. Not a good friend to have when you're in high school. So I was that guy. So, you know, when she invited me to a party, I'm like, hell yeah, like I would love to go to a party with you, because I rarely see you actually like let loose for real. She was like, oh,
well, you know, I'm gonna be inviting Bob and Barbara.
Bob and Barbie. Let's do Bob and Barbie.
I was gonna invite Bob and Barbie also, so, you know, it'll be a good time. So it's not just gonna be like, I know all the people there and you're like my plus one. Like, there'll be some people you know there as well.
And I was like, okay, cool. So I had hung out with Bob and Barbie multiple times. Like, even when Tiffany went off to college, Bob and Barbie and I hung out like for at least a year straight. I've seen Barbie multiple times in my adulthood. I didn't see Bob once Bob and Barbie, almost said the person's real name because broke up, I didn't really see Bob that much. So at this point, you know, the plan is that Bob and Barbie were going to go to the party in their car, and me and Tiffany were gonna go in Tiffany's car, because at that time I did not have a car, but Tiffany had a car. So I got dropped off at Tiffany's house and by my mom. Like, I got dropped off at Tiffany's house by my mom, and Tiffany went and got her whip, and then, you know, we did our thing. And it's crazy because like, if I went anywhere with Tiffany, or if I did anything with Tiffany, my mom was, oh, she just knew that I was like in good hands, because she knew how Tiffany's mom got down, and she knew that Tiffany didn't play by grades or anything like that. Like, Tiffany was like my first friend that I had that was like work hard, play hard for real, where it's just like she got all her schoolwork done, but she still liked to have fun every now and then. So that's why I just made sure that I did the same thing. And yeah, I'm still like that till this day. Like, right, it's Friday night, bitch. I'm low-key a little bit turned, but I'm still doing what I have to do for my tribe, okay? So yeah, you know, I went to Tiffany's house, and then Tiffany got me in her car and we drove to the guy's house together. So we pull up at the party, and it's, I don't know, maybe like fairly early because there really wasn't a lot of people there, and we sat there and waited until Bob and Barbie pulled up. So Bob and Barbie pull up, and finally we regroup all together and we go to the house, and Tiffany rings the doorbell. So her manager opens the door.
Oh my God, hey Tiffany. Hi Tiffany's friends.
And I'm like, hey. Bob is just like,
what's up, bro? Like,
and Barbie didn't say anything. Barbie wasn't being rude, it's just like she just didn't say anything, because like my personality was like, hey, and like Bob was just like, what's up? Like, she wasn't being stank or anything, she just didn't say anything. So we get into the house. Tiffany's manager is like talking our heads off.
you know, we got the beer over here. If you want to smoke weed, you know, you can sit on the couch. Like, we got the TV on. People aren't here yet, but you know, it's gonna get real big before you know it.
So we're just like, okay, cool. So, you know, we all sit on the couch. So it's me, Bob, Barbie, Tiffany, and Tiffany's manager all on the couch. We're just smoking a J together. There were some people in the house, but it couldn't have been more than like 4 people. Mind you guys, this house was like beautiful. Like, it's not no like mansion or nothing, but it was a very beautiful house because like the inside of the house looked basic, but the kitchen looked very nice. And he had like a backyard with like fountains and like little ponds and stuff. Like, it was super cute. Like, it was very well put together. We're smoking on the couch, we're talking, you know, or whatever, and just small talk really. And then more people start to trickle into the party, and I will never forget, there was this one girl who just like dazzled the fuck out of me, and like I could not leave her ass alone. Like, I don't know, like, I'm not even gonna give her a name because literally we just had one interaction, like, or we would have little pinpoint interactions and then come back to each other and dip. Like, she's not a significant point to the story, but she was like this girl, and she had like a buzz cut, but it was dyed white, and like she had like huge tunnels. It was like a dark-skinned girl, and she had like the whole blonde thing going on, you know. She had like cute ass lashes. She was dressed really cute, and I was just like, oh my God, I want to be your friend. Like, what? And like her lips were popping, like her lipstick was popping. So I just like went up to her and I just started asking her all these questions and like being like really friendly, and she was really friendly back. But my friend Tiffany kind of like had like a little, what's the word for it? She had a thing when it came to gay people. Like, she would constantly say little things to me, or like she would say things to my old gay best friend, where it's like she's okay with people being gay, but like when they like show certain behavior, she gets uncomfortable and stuff. So like she was kind of giving me the stank eye or whatever, but I really didn't care. Like, I was high. Like, I'm not about to just hide who I really am just because you don't like it. Like, you don't like it, you can look away. Like, it is what it is. And, you know, quiet as it's kept, you know, not gonna say nothing because I don't got no ill feelings toward her or anything. But I just remember in that time of my life, like, she used to make me feel really insecure about my sexuality because she would talk down on gay people so much. So I just, you know, but when you're drinking and you're smoking, you don't have any inhibitions. So I really didn't care about what she thought by me talking to little what's her name, Storm from X-Men baddie. Like, I really didn't care. So I met little Storm baddie's boyfriend, some white dude, you know. I was talking to him for a little bit, like, and then the manager was like,
you know, people aren't really showing up that fast. Like, guys, how come all 6 of us, let's just like take shots real quick.
So, you know, we're taking shots. My homegirl Tiffany, super responsible, so she's not overdoing the shots. Like, she knows her limits. Like, she'll even let me know, like, hey, you've been drinking a little bit too much, like, you need to chill. Like, that's just the type of friend that she was. So she knew her limits. I really wasn't concerned about her driving me home because she's just always been so anal about what she puts in her body and all that stuff. So boom, I'm feeling a little tipsy, and by the time we're all feeling tipsy, we're talking to each other, and I just remember there was a point where like I looked up and I was like, damn, there's like 20 fucking people up in this party. I was like, damn, where did all these people come from? You got people from all walks of life. Like, you could tell that a lot of people hit people up like, hey, there's a party at this house, come pull up. Because at the beginning, it looked like the people that were at that party hung out with the people at that party, right? But then when I looked around, I'm like, okay, there goes a ratchet, There goes like a preppy kid that's like barely 18. There goes like some surfer beach kids. Here comes some like fucking hipster Tumblr bitches. Like, what is going on here? Like, who invited, what is going on? So that's when I noticed, like, okay, like there's a lot of randoms here. And like I remember at one point, like 2 girls were beefing at the party that had known each other from something else, then they just so happened to both be at the party. And it was like one girl was in the kitchen talking shit about the girl on the couch, and the girl at the couch is talking shit to the people at the couch about the girl in the kitchen. And I'm just sitting here like, free entertainment, bitch. Bob and Barbie were drunk as fuck, and this was not like a unusual occurrence with them. Like, they will just, it'll just flip their mind that they gotta actually fucking drive home when they get fucked up. And like, that's what used to worry me a lot with like my friendship with them. It's like I used to worry about them all the time, and I know they were grown as people, but it's, I can't help it. Like, if I feel for you, I can't help but to be worried about you. Like, you get what I'm saying? That shit used to like stress me out because I used to worry about them so much because they would do shit like that. And at that time in our lives, like, I didn't have a car, so it's not like I could be like, hey, I'm taking y'all home. And then when we were of age and I would be like, hey, I'm taking y'all home, they'll be like, nah, I'm driving my car. Like, it's like you just couldn't win. So like, whenever they would get fucked up like that, I used to genuinely get like anxiety because I'm like, I don't want my friends to die, like drive out here and die type shit. So they were fucked up. They were totally fucked up. And I remember me and Bob went out to the little garden area, and a whole bunch of people were at the garden area getting fucked up. There were some dudes on the keg or whatever, and they was asking me if I wanted to do it because I was short and it'd be easy to lift me up. And I'm like, no sir, I don't want to do that. I don't like beer for one, and I don't know y'all, and I don't need you touching my lady bits. I saw how you was doing the last girl that did the keg. Like, they was all up in her crotch and shit. I'm like, dude, no, I don't want you touching me. I'm good. Like, no. So I just sat down outside. Bob sat down with me, and I don't even remember what we were talking about. There was another dude that was sitting right next to me though, and I don't remember what Bob and I were talking about. I had known Bob since I was like, what, in elementary school? So I don't know. And we'd always been in the same classes too, because our last names start with well, no, that's a different Bob. I'm sorry y'all, I'm rambling, scratch that. Anyway, just always coincidentally been in the same classes for whatever reason. So, you know, we're talking, and then the dude that sits next to me gets up, and I noticed he left his cell phone. And I was like, Bob, that kid just left his cell phone. Like, what, like, should I go tell him what, like, and before I could even be like, should I go, Bob reaches over and takes the cell phone. And I'm like, Bob, no. Like, and I'm drunk, so I'm like, Bob, no. And before y'all even be like, Naja, your phone got stolen before too, blah blah blah, like, bruh, I know. That's why I was like, no, Bob, like, come on, Bob, like, he doesn't need, he's drunk, and you go steal his phone. The point where I had gotten my phone stolen when I was drunk before, and like, I was just like, bruh, come on now, like, don't steal his phone.
It's okay, we're gonna sell it for some money, and I'm about to get me some tree, blah blah blah.
Bob, don't steal his phone. And he looked like, the dude who left his phone there just looked like a little freckle-faced redhead. Like, you could tell that this was probably like his first time at the house, the way his mannerisms were, and like he was having the time of his life. Like, I was like, why ruin that experience for him? Like, and I just started getting flashbacks of my first party and how I got robbed, and I'm just like, dude, no.
Oh, just chill, just chill.
I'm just like, all right, friend code, I'ma just chill because I don't know this kid from a can of paint, so I guess it's none of my business, it's whatever. Maybe like 15-20 minutes goes by, and all of a sudden, like, a horde of people come out of the house onto the garden, and they're like,
hey, has anybody seen Jeremy's phone? Has anybody seen Jeremy's phone?
and me and Bob look at each other and we're like, what the fuck? So they're looking around, and mind you, I'm talking this whole search party is fucked up. This whole search party is crossfaded. So you got people flipping over stones, you got people going like this in the water in one of the ponds, you got people looking in a leftover keg, like, you got people looking in the most stupidest places, you got people turning their pockets inside out for no fucking reason just to prove, well, I don't have it. And I'm just like, dude, this is a hot ass mess. Like, what the fuck? And I'm feeling the pressure, and then I'm feeling the pressure because everybody is looking. I look at Bob. Bob has a stone cold face, like he does not care. Like, Bob is like, he just looks at me and he's just like, bruh,
I don't care. Like, they can look for it all they want, but none of these little suburban ass kids are gonna come up to me and check me and ask me if I took it.
Yeah, Bob, but damn, like, fuck, like, I feel bad.
Chill, it's gonna blow over.
Minutes later, sure enough, the search party did disperse because this is drunk people, right? So all you hear is drunk people being like,
man, that's fucked up. Somebody stole Jeremy's phone. That's fucked up. Blah, blah, blah.
Bill, Bob, stone cold face. And I'm like, Bob, come on, Bob.
Naja, chill. It's not even a big deal. Chill.
Then the nail in the coffin happened. Jeremy came out to the garden and he was bawling, crying. I'm talking about, this is a 17, 18-year-old boy, bawling, crying, face red, like just bawling, crying by himself in the dirt, sitting on the grass, looking sad and pathetic. And I'm just looking at Bob. This time I didn't even be like, Bob, oh my God. I just gave him a look where it's like, yo, I know you, Bob. Like, you're not a trash person. Like, and it's different if you take something from somebody and you don't have to sit here and look at their face. I already felt guilty before I seen his face. So I just looked at Bob like, Bob, come on. I know you're not this much of a dick. Like, you're actually a really nice person. Like, let's be real. Like, look at him. And Bob looked back at me and he was just like, bruh, give him the fucking phone. So then finally, people at the party,
Man, somebody stole Jeremy's phone. Come on, I'm about to come out there and look again, blah, 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 blah.
and you know, they go console Jeremy.
Jeremy, it's okay, bro. We're gonna find your phone. There are good people at this party, blah, blah, blah.
Finally, Bob looked at me and was like,
All right.
he took the phone out of his pocket and like threw it in the dirt.
Hey, Jeremy, is it a Android that you're looking for?
Yes, it is.
Oh, it's right here in the dirt, bro. You must have, you were sitting over here, weren't you? Like a few hours ago? I'm sorry, bro. I'm fucked up. I should have known to look behind me. I'm sorry.
Oh, it's cool. I'm fucked up too, bro. That's why I lost the shit. And I'm just sitting here like, I'm going to hell. I'm going to hell. Like, this is so bad. I'm going to hell. Like, what the fuck? So yeah, that was pretty much it. After that whole thing went on, like, I had a whole new respect for Bob, because I was like, Bob, I know you're not an asshole. You was just looking for the come up, but sometimes it's not worth it, like, honestly. And you know, we all went home. Everybody got home safe. Everybody was cool. And yeah, that was probably the last time I partied with Tiffany's manager, but I had like smoked with him a few more times before and stuff. But that party was just so memorable to me because, for one, Storm Bay, and two, Jeremy's missing phone, and three, the perverted ass dudes trying to get girls to get on do the cake stand. Like, no, that's not what we're doing right now. Okay guys, sorry if this video is a little short. I don't know, I've just been rambling. I haven't been looking at a timer, but yeah, that's pretty much it. Let me know if you've ever been to a party and witnessed somebody steal something, and what did you do about it? Did you tell the person? Did you know the thief? Did you talk to the thief and try to convince them to stop doing what the fuck they're doing? Let me know in the comments below. And oh, and have any of you guys ever turned up with your managers? Because I remember I read a Tribe Tea once where a guy went to a party and was turning up with his manager, and a lot of you guys were like, oh my God, you were smoking and drinking with your manager, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, dude, I definitely smoke and drink with managers multiple times. I've even had managers ask me where to get drugs from. Like, I don't know. And I'm talking about even in my like ratchet court job, I've had managers ask me where to get stuff from before. Like, I don't know. Just, if that's never happened to you, just know that you work in a respectable work environment, because there is some ratchet shit out here in the world. All right guys, that's pretty much it. I will see you guys next time. Bye.